I have opened so little of Brilliant Stars, despite it being such an insanely popular set. I'm not too sure what the pull rates are like on these exclusive ETBs that Pokemon Center does. I've only ever opened one of their exclusives. These particular products seem way more popular to collect and invest in rather than open them. So I'm wondering if people who invest in these things just cringe every time they see somebody rip the plastic off of them. I've opened a Celebrations version of this, and yeah, that has gone up massively in value since I opened it. I'm just now realizing I haven't actually opened a regular Brilliant Stars ETB, so I'm not even going to be able to compare the differences of what all the products in this look like to that one. These look like the shiniest dividers I've ever seen in any of the ETBs. They actually almost have somewhat of a Pokemon card holo on the gold up there. That's cool. You know, if they could find something cool to replace these energies with for their exclusives, I bet nobody would even buy the regular ETBs anymore. Here's their unique sleeves. Don't know what to compare them to since I don't even have the regular ones. Kind of plain looking, but I'll show them off later when I actually have stuff to sleeve from the booster packs, unless I get a terrible ETB that has 0 hits in it. Do most of the ETBs come with custom rulebooks? I feel like every single rulebook I have seen has Urshifu on it. Or is there just like a new generation of rulebooks and now they're all going to have Arceus on them? I feel bad for not knowing if they put in extra effort for this or not. Next, we have one of those jumbo coins. It's like 2.5 times the size of a normal one. It's got a rainbow hollow kind of pattern to it. It's not bad, but it's definitely nowhere near my favorite coin. And then we've got some poopy brown colored dice. Everything in here is like gold themed. Why did they make the dice a poopy brown color? Then we got the V-Star logo thing that looks like a magnet, but it's not a magnet, even though it should be a magnet. And finally, 10 booster packs, rather than the typical 8 that comes in a regular ETB. My booster box opening of Brilliant Stars went, I'd say, pretty well. I mean, don't have anything to compare it to since I only did it once, but uh-oh. Are all the code cards going to be facing random directions? Or are they all backwards? No point in doing the card trick. Oh well. I just have it built into my mind at this point, and I just do it subconsciously. Get a reverse Golurk and a Heatran for the rare. I think my first booster box, I paid 115, but plus tax and all that. And I got just over 80 in value. Let's try flipping it this time. Okay, so hopefully they will consistently be backwards in here so that I won't get spoiled. There's the V-Star thing that means absolutely nothing. Would have been nice. Well, I don't know. I mean, I always complain about the code card spoiling stuff, so the V-Star card, I guess, would spoil V-Stars if you did have anything. But yeah, doesn't mean anything in these consistently. Honestly, it might even confirm that you don't have any hits in the pack. I really don't know, but that has been the case for me every time. I can only really remember like 3 times that I got the V-Star card. So 3 for 3 have all been misses. Maybe it's like more like a consolation prize rather than a confirmation of something good. It's the opposite of what you want to see. First hit is a Simisear V. That's not really what I was looking forward to. I don't think anyone opens this set looking for this. But at least I actually got to use one of the Arceus packs finally, even though I completely forgot to show it off, like I said I was going to. Whoops. You know, with how many people are investing in Pokemon lately, like, the scene has just blown up for investments in particular. It makes me wonder if once Pokemon stops printing stuff, the amount of people who have invested in that product is just so insane that it's going to take like 3 times as long for prices to increase. I mean, I'm new to the scene, so I probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but what my mind is thinking is that it's just like with battle styles, maybe that's not the best set to use because it's not very popular. but just like I imagine so many people are buying it, so the stores run out, and then there's like probably several hundreds of thousands of people who all have anywhere from like 1 to, I mean, if anyone's like going crazy with it, all the way up to like 100 booster boxes, several 100,000 people having that. That just seems like it's going to take so long for the stock to dry up, and when there's that much inventory, people are going to start running out of space. It's hard to tell if this is the one I got before, because I think there's 2 different versions. Oh yeah, there's a single strike and a rapid strike. I think this is the other version. I think the one that I had was the single strike. So that means I have both now. That's awesome. It also goes really well with the Arceus sleeve, just the colors. Got gold on the front and gold on the back. I guess it's gold and white on the back and gold and black on the front. But yeah, as far as Pokemon investment stuff, I think it's a good idea, but it's really hard to like accurately convey my thoughts on it while I'm focusing on opening cards. So I probably am not making very good points or anything like that. So instead, you guys should let me know what you think about Pokemon investing, if you think it's cool or a good idea, or if you think it's a waste of money or dumb. First Arceus I've ever gotten from the set, and unsurprisingly, it's the lowest value one, but still, Arceus, that's cool. So I have 1 out of like 4 or maybe 5 Arceus, and I have 0 Charizards. The best card I got from this set so far was the Golden Articuno, and I believe, like, I don't know, a week after I got the card, it tanked in value. So it went from, I think my video labeled it as like $30, and then like 3 or 4 days later it was worth like 20. I think people are just very upset with how Articuno was treating them, like in Chilling Reign. At least in my case, I would just pull that card like, I don't know, every 1 in every 5 or 6 packs, I'd get the 50-cent Articuno V. So I think Chilling Reign just gave people a very negative perception of Articuno. Understandably so, because I also have that perception of it at this point. I would be very surprised to find out if any of the modern sets have like, you know, if there's alternate art Articuno and there's an alternate art any of the other 2 birds, either 2 birds, I would be very surprised to find out that Articuno is not the least valuable of the 3. I personally just like the other 2 birds more, but on top of that, I'm just annoyed with Articuno. Alright, a trainer gallery, and it's a Vaporeon. I got Jolteon before, so I have a couple Gary trainer galleries now, and the final card is a Flygon. It's too bad, but at least I get to end it with something. I feel like I kind of saw the top of the code card when I opened it, so I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to have a bad ending, but the trainer gallery, I totally forgot about it. It saved me there. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a like, subscribe if you're new. If you'd like to support me, I have my store linked below, or if you'd like to directly support me, I also have a Patreon linked below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.